Hey guys, it's Vanessa with Up and Growing, and today for day 10 content, we're going to be embellishing our gumdrop. I did a video for this with you guys. In that video, I think I forgot to mention something. So the top of this is the bottom of an egg from the Dollar Tree. So this is the top of our gumdrop. When I put the styrofoam on it, I did go around and sand it to get the same shape all around the egg. I actually think I forgot to mention that. So we do have that piece of styrofoam here at the top. I think this is going to be my front. So I do have some room to run some skewers through here so that we can attach some cuties. I made this big candy. So I'm going to have this kind of tilted like that. Let me move my camera forward. Okay. So I do have that base in there to put some skewers and hot glue so we can attach our embellishments. I showed you guys an example of another idea to use a piece of cake up here. You can do a cupcake, lollipops, whatever you guys want to do. And then, of course, I'm going to be putting my little gingerbread on top of my candy. My gingerbread is holding some small gumdrops that I made out of just this mold from Soap Level US. This is a deep cavity mold, so I do put it in the freezer for about 20 minutes, and then I pop it out. And then I have my cute little gumdrops. And then I'm just going to put these kind of around on top. See how much room I have once I get my candy and my gingerbread up. And we'll just go from there. Alright, so to check how deep my styrofoam is, I know I'm going to be putting this kind of like, it's going to sit exactly how I want with that sprinkle being there. So I'm just going to run this down. And I do have a good amount of room there. So since that is styrofoam in there, I'm going to put my hot glue right on top of my dowel. I'm going to run it down in there. And I'm going to cut it down. Probably don't need that much. I'm going to do the same thing in my candy because I don't want it to come out the top. So I'm just going to run my dowel through there, pre-drill a hole, and I want that shorter. So I'm going to run some hot glue on my dowel, and I'm also going to be using my super glue. I'm just using the Gorilla Glue. There's a lot of glitter on this, so I want to make sure everything sticks. And then I'm going to go right through. Lost my hole there. And I'm just going to hold this for a second. Okay, so now I'm going to be attaching my gingerbread onto my candy. I did start with the pink gumdrop, and I ran a small toothpick through the back of the gumdrop into the belly of the gingerbread. And then to attach this one, I ran a toothpick to the top of the pink one with glue, attaching it there and to the body. And then with this one, I just added the fresh clay to this with a little glue to the body of the gingerbread. So I wanted a little more insurance there, but I gotta watch when I run my toothpick through my gingerbread so I don't hit any of those toothpicks. And And I got some clearance there. So I'm going to run some super glue on my toothpick. And I'm going to put it right down in that hole that I just pre-drilled. Get glue all over myself, like I always do. And then I also want to put some glue in that hole, but also on the bottom of my gingerbread. Anything that's going to be sitting flat. I want extra because of all this glitter on here. I don't want anything coming off. And I'm just gonna, oops, sorry guys. Just gonna hold that in place there just a minute. I think I want to do this yellow one. I don't want to go crazy with it. I might just put one here. I'm going to run my toothpick through that styrofoam. And it doesn't matter, you can use hot glue or your super glue here to get this into that foam. I'm going to wipe off my excess here. Put a little super glue here. Let me do one more stacked on top of this. I'm going to go off to the side of the top of the gumdrop with a small part of that toothpick, just that little point there. My gingerbread's sparkly from all the glitter. I keep touching it. Now you guys can embellish this as much as you want, but I think I'm gonna leave mine. I think I'm good with that there. You know, I can get a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, so I'm gonna leave mine just like that. And then if you wanted to do even more and more, you can totally add your gumdrop to like a painted wooden base or the foam bases like I use. I cover them in clay and then I do a whole centerpiece. I mean, you could go as big, as small as you like, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you missed the tutorial on the gumdrop, I just did it a couple days ago, so it is here on my video. Thanks, guys.